Are you there? It's a story about two travellers in the day. They were from Darlington, they said. They came through and they were car dealers that used to buy and sell cars. They'd been to this garage in Bram used to, my mate, who was the cage fighting, Bram used to have a gym there upstairs, right next to it, and it's right next over the road from the Asda in Stockton. As you're going down towards Portrack, you can go right to the police station, you can go left, but just on the side there was a little car lot. Used to sell like bangers and cars up to maybe a couple of grand. So anyway, the lads are in there, but my mate, who used to work for me, used to drive for me, that was his dad's car lot. Lovely man, but the cars I was down, my dear cars then. My throat's killing me today, guys. So anyway, two travellers come and he said, oh, have a look at the cars and messing them out, and that one's worth this and that one's worth that. So they're talking, so they said, oh, would you be interested in a ring? He said, I've got a ring here. It's worth 3 or 4 grand, he said. He said, I'd take £1,000 for it. So anyway, they said, oh, yeah, I've got my jeweller who's a mate. It'd have to be a dodgy jeweller, obviously. So these two car owners said to the two travellers, go up my mate to check it, see what it's worth. So they've gone with them, they took the ring, they've given it in the little box and that. He said, I've just locked the cars, I've locked the cars and everything. So the travellers said, okay. So they've looked, it's only one way in, one way out of the shop. Anyway, they've gone in and left the car outside, so they couldn't do nothing, because they knew where the travellers knew where these lived, you know what I mean, with the car lot and everything. So they give them the ring they've got in the shop. Anyway, they met the jeweller and they wanted £1,000 for the ring. They were desperate for money, they said, on the run from the police, and they were it was dodgy, the ring. So anyway, the lads have gone in and seen the jeweller. There's a couple of people in the shop, and he says, oh, just wait 10 minutes or something. So they're waiting, and he's gone back out and said, probably just waiting 10 minutes because there's a few people in the shop. Yeah, no problem, lads, they said. So all looked cushy and it was all great. So the jeweller's got the ring. So he's got in the back, shut the door, closed sale and the things, when he come in, obviously dodgy ring in the jeweller's. So he's in there and he's got that thing, you know, and they look through it and like a magnifying thing. And he's gone to it, he said, yeah, it's not worth 3 grand, like, he said it's worth about 5 grand. But really, he said, I can sell this all day long for 3 grand, he said. So if they're going to give him £1,000, they'd get £1,000. The two lads and he got £1,000, so everyone got £1,000, and there were people who bought it would save 2 grand, you know what I mean? So it's worth 5 grand. So anyway, they said, oh yeah. So they said, yeah, it's definitely worth a fucking £1,000. He told them the truth because he was very good friends with him. So he said, we'll split the money then, we'll do the money if you want. So they all have £1,000 each, and they've got their money. So anyway, the travellers would get £1,000, the jeweller would get £1,000, do you know what I mean? And the other car lad would get £1,000. So the jeweller, the two travelling lads said, okay, no problem. He said, we'll have to go to the bank and get the money. So the jeweller, they said to them, okay, we'll go for something to eat. So the lads have gone to get the £1,000 out of the bank. The two lads who own the garage, they've gone, fucking can't lose it, yeah. It's £1,000 in our pocket, you know what I mean? Fucking hell, £1,000 each here. So the next minute, they've what do you call it? They've gone to get the money out of the bank, been to the bank, sorted out. He said, I'll meet you back at the garage in about half an hour. So the lads come back, they're a little bit late, the travellers in about 45 minutes. They come round eating burgers, they've been to burger, McDonald's, I think they've been. So they come round, close the queue, coming, no problem. Everything all right, lads? Yeah, we've got the money. So they counting the money out. Took so long counting the money out. Had a coffee, he had a coffee machine in the garage thing. They had a coffee each. And he said, oh, have you got the ring? He said, oh yeah. So you can just check it. He said, yeah, of course you can. He's given the ring, it's still in the same box, still the same ring and everything, perfect. Done and dusted. So they've gone back to the jeweller and said, the jeweller, can you? He said, we'll have to do it tomorrow because it's after 5 o'clock, whatever. So he said, I'll get the money in the morning, I'll sort it out, so I'll come down. So he's gone and got the money for them the next day. He's already got the ring sold. The man in the fucking shop, he's already sold it. So I think he sold for 4 or something. So everyone's got £1,000 out of the ring really, and the people who get it, it's £1,000 cheap, and it should be. So everything's looking great. So they've got the ring. So he takes his wife out, he's got £1,000, he's got £1,000, taking the wife out, buying champagne and all sorts, but they paid out their own money. You know what I mean? The money, they paid out their own money, they're paying the money now out of their own money because they haven't been paid off the jeweller yet. I mean, the jeweller's going to pay them because they're friends with him, so there's nothing to think, well, we can't fucking lose it. Perfect, so they're out, and champagne, lobsters, whatever they fucking had, big steaks, whatever. Went out, spent a couple £100 each, out all night, fucking sniffing coke and everything. Gets up in the morning, about 10 o'clock, phones with Joe, yeah, I've got the money here, 10, 11 o'clock. Come around about 12 and sort it out, because they were shutting early. I think it was Saturday only up until 12, so getting the money, when I go out, have a full day on the drink. So the phone's up, goes round, gives him the ring, gets the ring to Joe, and goes, just check it. Looks in the thing, he goes, you've swapped it. What do you mean they've swapped it? He said, there was a such and such, whatever fucking diamond, I've got a clue. It's glass. They've swapped it. They've either swapped it, or they've had the exact same ring, the gold bit where you put it in, and had two, one real and one false. So these two lads were known for doing it, because when we talked to a few other people from Newcastle and Sunderland, they've done it up there. They've done it all about 4 or 5 places. Anyway, they tried it on with some lads in Doncaster, and they were travellers. They only fucking did it on the same lads. Sorry, they only the same type of people, but these other travellers had already been known to do it in this area over here in the North East. Anyway, they got kicked fuck out and got the ring took off them, the car took off them, so they got the comeuppance in the end. But my mate obviously lost the money, you know, fucking devastated. So yeah, fucking all that money gone, fucking devastated. So, yeah, so that was it, poor cunts. Okay guys.